here, I'm Stella and I've been sharing my hiking journey since 2018 when I hiked the Pacific Crest Trail, and by now I've somehow managed to hike over 10,000 miles. This year I attempted my biggest challenge yet, the calendar year Triple Crown, but unfortunately the attempt fell flat in July after 3,100 miles when I got sick for about 3 weeks. Now I'm well rested, healed up, and ready to take on the last 350 miles of the Appalachian Trail, just because I was so close at the end that I couldn't resist coming back to finish. Join me every day at 7 a.m. Eastern while I hike from the Presidential Range in New Hampshire to Mount Katahdin in Maine. Good morning, everybody. I'm just below the summit of Mount Washington. It's about 1.5 miles away. I stayed at Lake of the Clouds Hut last night, which is an Appalachian Mountain Club hut. Thru hikers normally can get floor space if they do work for stay, or there's some space in what they call the dungeon, which is in their basement. And when I arrived, there was no more work for stay, and the dungeon was pretty much full. So I decided to just book a night. Otherwise, I would have had to go like 1 mile or so down into that valley to find dispersed camping. And I was like, well, it's a splurge, but I'll just go for it. But then I met some folks and they ended up gifting me their spare spot. So yeah, I got really lucky with that and was able to stay and have the whole hut system like experience, which is like the crew does little skits and then it's family style dinner. And I met the woman, Judy, that gifted me her stay because they had another friend that was supposed to be with them on this trip and couldn't make it, and so they don't do refunds. So anyways, they gifted me with the stay. And yeah, I just feel super thankful. It was really nice to just chat with a bunch of other hikers on shorter trips, on longer trips. I met someone who's like following the channel a little bit. Hi, Rich. So that was really fun. And yeah, it's about 8 o'clock. I had breakfast this morning and they did a wonderful little skit about like leave no trace and not stomping on the alpine plants, but they did it through like Alice in Wonderland adaptation, and so it's really cute. So yeah, okay, so I'm hoping to I'm at least going to get to Osgood Tentsite. All goes to plan, which is only 10 miles away. I stayed there in 2023 with Leffy and Coyote, but I had started from at Newman Tentsite last time I did it. So it's only day 2 that I'm back out here. So I'm letting myself okay, go slow, feel good, take all your breaks, don't be rushed. And if you just get 10 miles, then that's the story of the whites, because it's really challenging out here. Look at this little lake. Oh, there's one over there too. So if 10 miles is all you're doing today, that's okay. Just take your time, feel good. Don't trip on all the rocks and stuff. I feel like this is not the trail, but I guess it is. But it's possible that I can make it 6 more miles after that, since I'm starting at 8. And if I make it 6 more miles, then I'll be all the way to Pinkham Notch, which means I might be hitching into town tonight. I do need to resupply from Pinkham Notch, I think. But now that I ate there, maybe not. And maybe actually I can keep going. It just is a little tricky in the whites because of tent sites. There are not that many options, especially once you're in the alpine zone. So yeah, we'll see if I end up at a tent site tonight or back in town, which would be a little crazy, but yeah. So let's get into today and let me show you these beautiful views. Okay, I had gotten off trail a little, but not too much. I was like, how? Because this trail is wide and sprawling, but back there it disappeared in the trees for a second. But yeah, look at how gorgeous it is. Okay, coming up over this hill, we'll see Mount Washington right there. Okay, I already delayered like immediately, but I just got off the phone with Cam. He gets off the ship in a few weeks, so he's hoping to come out to Katahdin to meet me. But it was just so nice, like, because I didn't have much service yesterday, and so we didn't really get to connect. But anyways, I have a little bit right now, and so we called and answered, and we just, I got to tell him about Washington. And last time we were here together, it was him and me and Coyote, and he was like so fast, like I can just picture him just like running up this thing. So those are some really, really fun, really beautiful memories. We also had a nice day that day. I think it was like a little cold and windy, but overall super nice. So I'm so excited. Okay, just got to all these towers and things. The hut down there is so tiny. It's crazy. I know it's empty in here, but I heard that this building here has a cocoa maybe, so kind of hoping for that. It's a little chilly. Wow, I think I'm going to buy this hat for Sarah's baby. Okay, I got a hot cocoa, a muffin, and hats for Sarah's kids, so that'll be fun. I can probably send them in Gorham, which isn't too far away. So it is so beautiful out. I can see the view right now, and I'll show you. But I'm just, I don't know, taking my time. It feels really nice not to be in a rush.
That's the first thing that came to mind.
Okay, that was such a lovely break. I think I was here for 45 minutes. Okay. Okay, back down we go. Even though I don't want to leave, just want to stay up here all day. Okay, here comes another train. Oh my gosh, I just got off the trail on accident and I went down another trail that heads down the mountain, so headed back up now. I'm like on a trail at least, so that's good. But definitely probably like a 20-minute detour of going down a side trail that is not the AT. So dang it. But that's okay, these things happen. I caught it without too long. See, I was following these giant cairns thinking that I was on the AT. But it's actually like even more up there. Probably where those high schoolers are. Okay, I think I went like at least 300 feet down in a very short amount of time. So now I'm climbing back up to the trail. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. As soon as I get up there, I'm delayering because now I'm hot. Shoot. Okay, made it back to this sign where I should have been going this way and not down this way. Okay, I'm back on the AT and thank goodness I didn't go down any farther than that. Okay, goal, check every trail sign that you come to very thoroughly and don't miss them. Okay, Gulf Side Trail, AT. This way. Okay, first view of Washington again. At least the summit, the peak, and lots of fall colors coming in, so that's beautiful. The trail is a scramble and rocky, but that's okay. That's just part of being in the White Mountains. Okay, another sign. Let's see. It's like giant cairns that way, giant cairns that way. Let's see. Okay, this way we go. Okay, found this rock. Came around a bit, so got some nice views of the valley. And the trail goes like this, and then it keeps going down, and then I'll go back up, and go down. I started my break. It's it's actually 12:20 because I haven't changed my watch. I've been hiking for 3 hours and 36 minutes, not including the break, and I've gone almost 5 miles. So if you saw all of that, oh boy. Whew, it feels so good to take my back off. Oh. I'm tired. So last night I ate the big, beautiful dinner at the Lake of the Clouds hut. But as I was going to bed, I got a really bad food sensitivity stomach ache. I was basically kind of like awake on and off for like 3 hours. I went to the bathroom like 3 times in the middle of the night, but then by 10:30, I was able to just like completely fall asleep, and it had mostly gone away enough to fall all the way asleep. And then by the time I woke up this morning, my stomach felt better. So, that's good. But yeah, that was just, yeah, pretty terrible. It hurt so bad. It just feels like my intestines are burning and on fire. Yeah. So, I'm glad that's over. Okay, almost 18 minutes, 18-minute break. Oof. Whew, you can see the path ahead. Pretty sure that's the path at least. We will find out as we go. Okay, 2.2 miles away from Madison Hut. Wow, I was way up there this morning. Actually, it was below. I hiked up it, down the ridge and around. Crazy. so beautiful. I was just thinking, oh, I wonder if I'll be able to see Madison Hut like right as I come over this crest. I can. Let's see. I'll show you. So I've been kind of dropping down, but now I really drop down, get to that hut. I'll refill up water. Okay, getting closer. So I realized that there's a trail that goes down and there's a trail that goes out. And the AT in this section actually does go to the very top of Mount Madison. So I will be going up there very soon. Yay! Found some leaves, some colorful leaves. Okay, I just took like a 30-minute break. It went by so fast actually. At Madison Hut, it's really cute and small in there. There were quite a few hikers, so I didn't really take any videos. And yeah, now I'm following the Osgood Trail to head up to the summit of Mount Madison before I drop down and get to Osgood Tentsite. Okay, so this is Mount Madison. Down. Coming down because it's so windy. There's the top. Oh my goodness. And just a complete scramble. Complete scramble. Woof. My feet. Okay. Other side. I think I might start getting more steep from here. Not sure, but it goes up a little bit and then down more. There's Mount Washington. How insane. How insane. I was up there. And I climbed up there, walked up there, and then I walked down. I do these things all the time and it still blows my mind. Okay, I just dipped into the tree line, going down, and I have 1.3 to the Osgood Tentsite. And I am, yes, exhausted from going down. I am happy to be out of the wind. That's making it a little easier. Let me show you the trail. Ooh, look at that. That is a beautiful trail. Yay. Ooh, okay. Sat down on this big rock in the middle of the trail. The trail's kind of covered in duff and pine needles, so that's made it a little nicer than just all-out rock, but it is pretty much just a complete scramble still. So it'll be like this for another mile, which will probably take another hour. And that's okay. And keep going. It will be okay. My legs are like shaking. Okay, I am just getting to the Osgood Tentsite turnoff. It is just about 6 p.m. So that took a while. I'm shaking, I'm tired, and I've only gone 10.24 miles. That feels crazy for how tired I am. So yeah, I am going to hopefully find somewhere to camp down that way. So I actually feel kind of silly not filming setting that up because this is, I think, maybe my first time setting up a non-freestanding tent, like a trekking pole tent, on a tent platform. And I was like, I don't even know if this is gonna work. But yeah, it's almost there. I just have to tighten the corners and maybe it'll stand. So let's see. Yeah, I honestly think that'll be good enough. It is supposed to storm tonight, so I really wanted to just be able to cowboy on this platform, but no, this is the AT, it rains at night. So excited that that went up. I'm gonna make dinner, probably use the restroom, then get more water. Hopefully get to talk to Cam tonight because I have some service, so yeah, my knees are going to be so swollen in the morning. They're already like so sore. So yeah, I took ibuprofen. Hopefully that'll help. Taking it easy the rest of the night hopefully also will help. Okay, let's get a close-up of how I'm holding this thing down. So I do think the 2 poles is way helpful with the Durston over the, well, I guess the Z-Pax duplex also has 2 poles, but the single person duplex that the single person Z-Pax tent that I have only has 1 pole. So this is a 1-person tent with 2 poles. So anyways, okay. It's nice because the tent is kind of staying up because the trekking pole is nudged in between the platform planks. I put the string through the stakes and then I put the rocks on the stakes. And then for this, there's like this weird hook. So that worked out really well. And then a giant rock on this stake. Some more rocks on this stake. And then this stake was actually able to go on the ground. So that's good. And then that stake on another eye hook maybe? I forget what those are called. Oh, I'm gonna hang out outside the tent though while I have dinner and everything before I go in, so yeah. You can kind of see the moon. I just brushed my teeth after I filled up water, went pee. I'm all ready to get into my little home for the night. Well, I need to set up inside, but yeah. That is it for the second night in the Whites. I am off to sleep now. Yeah, 10 miles today. I'm staying at the Osgood Tentsite. I started at the Lake of the Clouds hut just below Mount Washington. I summited Mount Washington and Mount Madison today. So thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.